Hey, what is going on guys, and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. Today I'm bringing you guys a breakdown of how much it costs to max out a character in Genshin. And I'm not talking about constellations, nor am I talking about world resources, and if you guys want a detailed infographic that shows what each character needs, be it Freedom Books for Child, or Core Lapis for Kaching, or Kingshin Flowers for Xiao, I'll leave a link in the description to this one that was sent to me a very long time ago, but that's not what we're going to talk about today. Today we're going to go over the Mora, the amount of EXP books, the amount of gems and boss drops, and the amount of books that you will need, including the amount of runs that it will take to get all of those resources, and therefore the resin that you will need to do all of those runs, and how long it will take you, which is useful to know if you're trying to prepare for an upcoming character like Zhongli and Xinyan like I am, or anyone else in the near future. So before we begin, please keep in mind that all of these calculations will be based off world level 6, which is the information that was available to me personally in my game at AR50. Now that I'm AR50, it's world level 7, but the drops for almost everything are exactly the same. If you play this game every day, chances are that you will be at world level 6 or at least world level 5, so this is still relevant to you, and I hope that at least this gives you a glimpse at what you'll have to face in the future. I want to give a huge shout out to Jack from my Discord for double checking all of my calculations, as well as turning them all into a spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet shows what you'll need to get a character from level 1 through 80, as well as from 80 to 90, and of course the total from 1 through 90, which is what we're going to talk about today, since the topic is how much it takes to max out a character. So regardless if you just hit AR40, there will still be information that will be of use to you, so I will leave it a link in the description. So let's begin. First, let's talk about EXP, the thing that everybody wants to know. To get a character from level 1 to level 90, you will need a total of 8.38 million EXP. To get that much XP, you will need about 306 Heroes Wit and 452 Adventurers Experience. And at world level 6, you'll have to run about 69 ley lines to get this many books. Anyway, that will cost you a total of about 1380 resin, and if you are a free-to-play player, that means that you only spend the resin that you get every single day from waiting out the timer, you don't spend any refills, you don't use any fragiles, and let's just say that you spend about 200 resin a day. That will take you about 7 days worth of ley lines, just to get the EXP books that you need to level them up. Now, if you're a whale and you spend all of your refills every single day, it should only take you about 2.5 days worth of resin. Now let's talk Ascensions, because you can't just go through all the levels at once. You need to go through 5 phases of Ascension to get all of the XP and levels for your character. Now, to ascend your character 5 times, you will need 420,000 Mora, as well as 1 green elemental gem, 9 blues, 9 purples, and 6 gold gems. Now, on average, you'll get either 2 blues and 2 greens per boss run, or you'll get 3 greens and 1 blue per run. So on average, okay, it will take you about 39 boss runs to get all of the gems that you need. And this is going to cost you about 1,550 resin. So for free-to-play players, that equals to almost 8 days worth of resin, which is more than getting all of the EXP books. And for whales, about 3 days. Now please keep in mind that both these drops as well as the leyline books are based on averages, so you might get unlucky and have to do a couple more runs, or you might get lucky and get a 5-star or 4-star gem to drop while you're running the bosses, or you might get lucky and get a bunch of 5 drops of the purple EXP books when you're running the ley lines, which will severely cut down the amount of resin that you need, so just use these numbers as a ballpark. Next, we have talents. Now for this calculation, I'm only going to cover talents from level 1 through 6, because all levels beyond that require weekly boss drops, which are a horrid RNG fest, so no one is guaranteed the talents after 6 without constellations. So anyway, to max out all your talents from level 1 through 6, you will need a total of 9 green talent books and 63 blue books. And you get 2 green books and 2 blue books per run, so you should have enough books by the end of 25 runs, which will cost you about 500 resin total, which is about 2.5 days worth of resin for a free-to-play, and less than a day for a whale. Now, nothing in this game is free, remember? So lastly, we have the total Mora costs. So if we combine the cost of the levels, which is about 1.7 million Mora, and the cost of Ascensions, which is 420,000 Mora, and the cost of maxing out each talent, which is 367,000 Mora, you have a whopping total of 2.47 million Mora. At World Level 6 Plus, you will get 60,000 Mora per ley line, so you would need to run 41 ley lines to get all the Mora that you need to do everything else, which is about 820 Resin, aka just over 4 days worth of resin for a free-to-play player, and almost 1.5 days for a whale. So, to sum it all up, in order to max out a character, Ascension Phase 5, level 1 through 90, talent level 6, you need 4,245 resin. And if you are free to play, this means a bit over 21 days worth of resin. And if you're a whale, it will take about 7.5 days. Literally 3 times less the amount of time for one character. Well guys, that is the breakdown of how much it costs to max out one character. And keep in mind that this is without farming for their artifacts or leveling up their artifacts, which takes a million Mora, honestly. So yeah, I just wanted to put this out there because I wanted originally to make this guide for myself so that I could get an idea of the time frame and how many resources I needed to max out a character as soon as they drop. But I wanted to share this with you guys because I think it's pretty useful. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, huge shout out to Jack. Link to the spreadsheets will be in the video description as well as the infographic. And I want to give a huge thank you to my patrons as well as you for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.